Hey, what's up, Wade?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much, man. Just doing a live reaction to PBR's video here. I haven't seen it, so it looks like there's about 18 more minutes left, roughly 17 more minutes. So,
Yep.
Because none of you have a life without me. Let me ask you something, AD. Did you go outside and take your kids trick or treating? Or did you stay home and get stoned while your wife took them? I'm trying to wrap my mind around what it would have been like for my dad to be locked in a room all day smoking pot, yakking to people on the internet as I grew up. What would that experience have been like? Hmm.
did
Well,
you
what I
watch
was,
it?
yeah, and what I was
Yeah,
wanting to touch base with you real quick. So, having
yeah.
cancer doesn't make
It's amazing to me how these people go out of their way into some far reaching thread that, if it pertains to me, it just can't be.
you 100% eligible for SSI.
No, I would argue it don't, but it sure as hell does make you automatically eligible for temporary disability insurance, SSDI, that is literally applied for through your work's insurance. And they offset what SSDI won't. But if you had a job, you'd know these things. If you're going to be hospitalized for any lengthy stay and you have any kind of reputable employment, that would happen for you.
So, like now in my case, I had stage 4 colorectal, and because of the colorectal, where it's considered colorectal cancer, but also because of the colorectal, it affected my liver, and I had stage 4 liver cancer.
Now, folks, I want you to pay real close attention to his verbiage here. Had. What happened, Wade? Did it go away or something? You told us your doctor sent you home with a terminal diagnosis and death date a year ago. And now it's not have, it's had. I'm starting to call bullshit on a lot of this.
Now it's considered colorectal, but it started off at the colorectal and it has spread. It was so that's what made me eligible right off the bat. They sent off my information to the doctors. Doctors sent it right back saying yes that I had stage two type stage 4, and that made me eligible right off the bat. I just had to wait my 6 months because it was stage
Okay.
4.
My SSDI check, I think it was like 4 days when it kicked in. Again, because I had disability insurance at my work, they do all this shit for you.
But a lot of cancer is not eligible right off the bat. Now my sister, it ended up taking her 2 years before she got approved.
Mm-hmm.
And
For permanent disability, not for temporary benefits to carry you while you're in the hospital to offset your salary at work.
it depends on the type of cancer and what stage. So, but they
Okay.
will not come to you. You have to go to them.
Wrong.
So, in his story, he talks about SSI came to him.
Nope. SSDI.
That's
Yeah, like a
false.
guy from the office or like
Yeah,
the SSI office.
you literally have to go to them. I mean, they had to carry me in a wheelchair.
Okay. Now this is where I'm calling bullshit. Right now. You never lost 100 pounds and was down to 130 pounds. I call bullshit. You ain't got a single picture that would indicate that. Stop lying to people for pity. Stop it. Colon cancer don't make you lose a bunch of weight. The chemo will. But colon cancer won't. No. Don't work that way. And it's very easily diagnosed. I mean, they're able to diagnose that type of cancer immediately. They know a lot about it today. And a lot of what you're saying just ain't matching up there, dude. Why would you apply for permanent disability right away? Because I think that was a life's goal for you. That's why. That was your life goal, to get permanent disability. So you could settle for a measly $1,200 or $1,300 a goddamn month and just stay that poor the rest of your fucking life. Because you got no gumption to do anything else.
That's
Right.
how bad I was. And I had to have someone there to answer a bunch of my questions at the time, because this is...
So now this is what he wants you to believe. That he got feeling that bad, and then he just decided, well, I'm near death. I'm in a wheelchair. I think I'll go to the hospital today. Wade, come on, dude. Stop it. The reason why I lost 100 pounds was because it took them that long to figure out what was fucking killing me. I had over 100 blood tests done. They sent me to 22 different specialists. Gave me the wrong surgery. Because it was such a rare strain of lymphoma, they just kept missing it. But if you go to the doctor feeling bad and you're a male over the age of 50, they're going to check you for colon cancer on the first goddamn day. This continuing to lie about this, Wade, is why I have no problem dragging your ass. I've had people around me die of cancer multiple times. I've been down this road so many times. My oldest brother is dealing with it right now. You weren't in no wheelchair, 100 pounds of weight lost, and went crawling into the hospital on your last breath. That did not happen. And just to hear the verbiage you're using of had, tells more about the story than you want to know. I'm calling bullshit right now. Pictures, or it did not happen. Stop lying to people for pity, dude. It's sickening. It really is.
Right after I had gotten out of the hospital and had my infection, and already the dealing with the infection, the chemo brain and all that, I couldn't answer quite a few of the questions. I didn't.
Now, I wouldn't argue the chemo make you feel really bad. You probably lose a little weight after the chemo because you lose your appetite and you get an upset stomach. But colon cancer doesn't make you do anything but just feel bad. You get kind of feeling bad. You go to the doctor. They say, oh, you're a male. You're 50 years old. Let's check you for colon cancer. Lay down. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, yep, you have it. We found a polyp right here. Let's do a couple more tests. Bang, bang, bang. It's so common. It's so easily diagnosed, Wade. You can wipe your ass with toilet paper, stick it in an envelope, and mail it in, and they can tell you if you've got it or not. So why would you have been near death by the time they diagnosed it? I'd love to hear you explain that.
If I was to answer all the questions by myself, I would have probably gave a lot of wrong answers that would have disqualified me, because I would have thought I was giving correct answers, but they would have been false, and it had disqualified me.
Right.
Look at that. Just don't challenge any of it. Oh, right. Hey, I'm on his side now, so I just believe everything he says by default, and everything PB says is a lie. Isn't that how it works now?
Yeah. No, I just and I don't know much about cancer, and I never pretend to know shit I don't know shit about. And
You sure run your mouth a lot about it. You sure run your mouth judging people while you're locked in the bedroom and your kids' lives are just racing past you. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around what it would have been like to have a father that didn't work. And he just was locked in his bedroom all day, yakking to people on the internet, locking the door, keeping me out, and smoking pot all day. What would I have carried with me through adulthood with that being my childhood? And that my mom can take me somewhere, but my dad's afraid to go outside.
Believe me, there's a lot I don't know. And it's almost like, kind of like, the more you learn about life, the more you just realize you don't really know.
Wait till you're my age.
Well, I mean, that's just the way it is with, and it's not just cancer, but different disabilities. I mean, there's some things that are right off the bat eligible, and some things that aren't.
Well, let me tell you what you're eligible for on day one. Temporary disability when you get a long-term hospitalization while employed, having disability insurance through your employer. Because they're not going to want to pay any more than they have to. So they make sure what you can get from SSDI, temporary disability, and then they offset it. And you don't even have to talk to them. It's just something they do. The minute you say, hey, I'm going to be in the hospital for 5 months.
And anyhow, what part of the government do you know like this that they're gonna come and satisfy your needs? You got to come to them.
Well, yeah, the insurance company came to me.
I mean, think about it. We're talking about the government.
Right.
The government don't care about, small individuals like us.
You're just a number to them, like a social security number, and
Right.
they can't.
Listen to this. This whole conversation is based on them not paying attention and not realizing we're not even talking about SSI. It was SSDI. And it was temporary disability insurance offset by my employer at the time. But you go, girl. Now, I'm challenging you right now, Wade. I'm calling your shit. You can't produce one picture to back up this bullshit story you're telling that you were near death and crawling like some dude that had been wandering in the desert for 2 years, just barely on your last fucking thread, and you go in the hospital and oh my God, you're almost dead, and then they figure out you got colon cancer. That did not happen. You went to the fucking doctor feeling bad, and they said, oh, you're 50. Let us do the standard checks for people your age. Oh, look, we see a polyp. Let's check it. Oh, it has cancer in it. Oh, better start chemo right away. That's exactly what happened. You were treated no different than the other 290,000 people that are diagnosed with colon cancer every year. Now, had you had a rare strain of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma that you have to take your bone marrow out and have it biopsied to find it, we might be able to believe your story. See, that's why I got pictures of me weighing 120 pounds less than what I should, and you don't. Liar. You have a good day, AD, making a fool of yourself. An absolute fool. Every once in a while, you catch somebody making a really stupid decision. And your stupid decision to chum with Crack Squad, the laughing stock, dirtbag, low IQ idiots of the internet, is one to remember. This is it. Right there, 640 subscribers. I'll bet in a year you got 620.